friends, it's Margaret, and this is the start of a new series. So we've got a little bit of a series inception thing going on here on my channel because this is day 8 of the 12 Days of Margaret, which is a series that I'm doing to kind of wrap up my year and give you guys some stuff about me. But I'm using this series to launch a new review series on my channel, and that is 5 reasons why you should read a book that are not the romance. So I already have one review series, which is Fresh Reads Friday, and that's books that are new to me that I want to talk to you guys about because I think you will also enjoy them. However, I've been really sad that I don't have a series where I can talk about books that I've already read, that I love to pieces, that I want everyone to read because I need to talk about them. So I've started this series, and it's going to be me talking about 5 reasons why I love books that are not in any way to do with the romance that happens, because you know, if I really like a book, if I really recommend a book, that there's like a 99.9999999% chance that I absolutely adore the romance. Like, there aren't very many favorites I have. Nope. I am pretty sure I have no favorite books in which I do not enjoy the romance. So since this is my channel and, you know, my favorite series, I figured what better way to start off this brand new series than to talk about the book that I talk about the most. So today I am bringing you 5 reasons to read The Lightning Thief that are not the rivals to friends to lovers slow burn romance. So The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan is the first book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series. This is about Percy Jackson, and he finds out one day that he is the son of a Greek god, and it kind of just basically ruins his life. Suddenly, things that have happened to him in his past make sense, like the fact that he has been kicked out of 6 schools in 6 years. It's a lot for a 12-year-old kid to take. Percy basically just has like the worst summer ever in this book because his mother gets turned into a pile of golden dust. He gets taken away to this camp called Camp Half-Blood, where he makes some new friends, which would be great, except the gods think that he has stolen Zeus's lightning bolt, and it's up to Percy to prove that he has not. Guys, you know I love this series. You've heard me talk about it all the time. Let me tell you some of the reasons why, though. Reason number 1 is the fact that Rick just does such a good job of reimagining Greek mythology in a clever way. The way he uses the Greek myths are so often not the way you would expect for them to be used. I think most of us are familiar with some level of Greek mythology, but I've been like reading as much about it as I can since I was a kid because I just love Greek myths, and I love watching how Rick takes them and he translates them not only to a modern setting, but to a modern setting that would appeal to kids, that is accessible to kids. Like, there are some really just, we'll say weird Greek myths out there. There are just some strange things in the Greek mythology, and the way he is able to make it accessible to his target audience, because this is a middle grade book, he does such a good job. I'm blown away with the way he reimagines these things. I also love the fact that he takes the piss out of the Greek gods, because if anyone has read Greek mythology, they are a mess, and Rick just fully embraces the fact that the Greek deities are disasters, and he goes with it. He is able to harness that and use that to weave inside his story and just make these really interesting, intricate plots that I absolutely adore. Another thing that I really appreciate about The Lightning Thief is this core friend group that Percy gets in this first book. Annabeth and Grover are 2 of my favorite. Annabeth is my favorite character of all time, actually, if you guys are like wondering who my favorite character in the series is. It's Annabeth. You probably figured that one out since I'm wearing her shirt from the musical. Anyways, so I love how Percy interacts with Annabeth and Grover. I love the dynamic of their friendship group and how they kind of work amongst each other, and they each have their own strengths and are able to recognize the strengths that the others have. I love what being friends with each other brings out in them. I just, like, they are the true golden trio, guys. They just are. Sorry, Harry, but Percy, Annabeth, and Grover are just like god tier. I also really appreciate how that friendship dynamic does not necessarily stay the same through the entire series. I love that it matures and it grows with them as they kind of start to confront and learn and experience new things in their life. The third reason that I love this book is that it is such a solid start to this series. It is action-packed, guys. Like, so much happens from the very first page. We start out with Percy on a field trip. All of this stuff happens. We're thrown right into the action, but we're thrown into the action in a way that, like, gives you so much background about what's going on with him. I love how it sets up the next 4 books in the series. Like, everything that happens in this series, you see in The Lightning Thief. You see the seeds of what's going to happen later in the series. Rick just does such a good job of crafting and creating this world, and kind of, despite the fact that you're being dropped in the action, he eases you into this world of Greek mythology and the way that it works in his version of, like, New York. Reason number 4 that I love The Lightning Thief is my boy Persassy. Listen, Percy has the greatest sense of dry humor. Like, when he is a father, the dad jokes will be strong in this one. Like I said, the Greek gods are a mess, and Percy 100% will call them out on the fact that they are a mess. And I just love that. Despite the fact that, like, Zeus could make him into a smoking pile of rubble, Percy still is, like, back-talking him because Zeus should be taken seriously by pretty much no one. And reason number 5 that I love The Lightning Thief is that we are introduced to such top-notch characters. They are some of my favorite characters to ever exist. They are flawed, but there also is an awareness in them of their flaws. They are trying to work against them and trying to be better. And I love the fact that, like, as they become aware of these flaws, they start to learn, like, well, I am not great in this area, but someone else would be able to help with this. Like, there's a conversation where they talk about fatal flaws in this book, and I just love that conversation because this character is so aware of what their flaws are, and the fact that they're willing to admit that they have this flaw, it's just a good time for me. These characters will mess up, but they don't stay down. I love it. They're just trying so hard, guys. They're trying so hard to be better, and I love it. I love them. So those are all of the reasons that I love The Lightning Thief. Let me know down in the comments what you think of my reasons, or if there are any reasons that you have that you love this book. I would like to know those as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that I need to make more videos like this. If you are new to my channel and you like videos about books and writing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That is it for now, my friends. Happy reading, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things.